fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Whoa. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
The formula we use for collisions is P1 equals P2, or the conservation of momentum. P equals mv. The P stands for momentum and is a vector because it has both a speed and a direction. The M stands for mass, and the V stands for velocity.
Case 1. The skateboard will be moving toward Kyle at 2 meters per second, and Kyle will be moving toward the skateboard at 5 meters per second.
As you can see, we used our formula P1 equals P2. Since there is a before and after picture, before the collision and after the collision, we had to expand the formula to the mass and velocity of object 1 plus the mass and velocity of object 2 equals the mass and velocity of object 3. The mass of object 1 is 57 kilograms, and it is moving at 5 meters per second. We add this to the mass of object 2, 6 kilograms, times the velocity of object 2, negative 2 meters per second, or 2 meters to the left, and when all this is added together, you get the 63 kilograms of object 3, or the combined mass of the two objects, multiplied by the final velocity, which is what we are solving for. Our final velocity for case 1 was 4.33 meters per second. For case number 2, I will be moving toward a stationary skateboard at 5 meters per second. Now, in case number 2, we did the same thing. We used the same formula, and since there's also a before and after picture, we did all the same work. The only difference between case 1 and case 2 is that instead of the skateboard moving at negative 2 meters per second, it is now stationary. So it does not move, which changes our final velocity.
Our final velocity for case 2 is 4.52 meters per second. And finally, for case number 3, Kyle moving at 5 meters per second will be chasing the skateboard, moving away from him at 2 meters per second.
Now, in case 3, we did the same thing as in case 2 and case 1. We used the same formula, and there's still a before and after picture. The difference in this case is that instead of being stationary or moving toward me at 2 meters per second, it is now moving away from me at 2 meters per second.
Our final velocity for case number 3 is 4.71 meters per second.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Collisions.
Whatever,
grab
girl.
my glasses, I'm out the door, I'm gonna hit
Collisions.
Let's go.
before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of
Collisions.
leave for the night.
Go.
I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on
Collisions. Man, can you just feel the heat flowing from that sun? Ugh.
But